Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another video. So in this video, you're going to be needing a pry tool, possibly pliers. You're going to need a 13 mil, 12 mil, 10 mil extension, safety glasses, breaker bar, and I got an OEM AC compressor. That's the part number. And like in all my videos, I always put the part number and everything in the description. My system is completely empty. If you watch my previous videos, I had a hole in the AC condenser. I replaced this yesterday. This is OEM. So today I'm gonna focus on replacing this. And since this is electrical, I disconnected the battery. But what we're gonna do first is, if I could get y'all set up properly. We're gonna loosen the alternator. That way we could get the serpentine belt off. Push it back, and then get the belt off. But I'm gonna, if I be able to take it out just off the compressor. Yeah, there we go. So I just undid it from the compressor only. That way I have to redo the whole entire thing. Try to set you up here. Be right back. I'm gonna set you on wide angle. Alright, we're back. So now what we wanna do, I'm gonna get the AC lines on, put my safety glasses on. For those of you that your system is not empty, you wanna have a refrigerant recovery machine to evacuate the system, get all the refrigerant out, and then you want to proceed to doing this. And then once it's put back together, you want to sit there, have a vacuum everything out the system, make sure it's pressurized, no leaks or nothing, and then proceed with filling up with refrigerant and all that. I don't got any of those. I'm just replacing the AC condenser and AC compressor, and then I'm taking it out to my friend. He's going to vacuum it and then pretty much refill the system with refrigerant. Anyways, back to the video. So now, where did my ratchet go? I just had it. Oh. Alright, we're going to proceed. I think this was the bolt for 12. No, that's for 12. Oh, that was 13. Let's see. I think it was a 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a 10. So I'm going to crack this loose. I might have to put you on a different angle. That way I'm not keep knocking the camera out the way. So this hose right here is the high pressure side. And then, see, let me try something. Sorry guys, I'm trying to put this in the best way that it's not in my way and where y'all can actually see what I'm doing. So now, this is the high pressure hose. No, this is the high pressure. And this is the low pressure. So low pressure, high pressure. So now I'm breaking the top one loose. Take that out. Then I'm gonna wiggle it up. Out the way. There you go. So now those two is out. Then there's a clip on the top. What you wanna do? Press down and pull it out. I'm gonna need 2 hands. Sorry guys, my camera doesn't zoom when it's on wide angle. I'm gonna just undo it. Now that's disconnected. So now we're gonna proceed to taking off the mounting brackets, the main bolts. And before I proceed, give me a sec. I'll show y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this off, and I'm gonna cover this because you see the compressor, AC compressor oil starting to leak out. All right, and then I'm gonna just throw something on top of this, that way nothing falls in there. And we're gonna use some of this compressor oil to sit there and lubricate the new O-rings that will be going on here. Because this compressor is pretty much trash. Alright, so I think these are 12. What is it? Yeah. Alright, so these are 12. So I'm trying to work a way around the camera and do this at the same time. Try to get y'all to see everything. Alright, I'm gonna need my breaker bar. Hold on. They don't got that much space to work with. Alright. Either way, I'm gonna end up hitting the camera. I'm gonna need more room. But what I'm gonna do is take off three bolts. One right there. Actually 4. 2 at the bottom and 2 at the top. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I took out the 4 bolts and I'm gonna show you what I mean. So you see this? The clutch plate is supposed to move as one whole unit with the compressor. As you can see, it's all turning in one piece. Now look at this. It's completely disengaged from the actual pulley. So this is turning by itself, and then this turning, you see this is not. So, but this is completely broke. You could rebuild this, I think, possibly. But I'm not. I brought a new one. So like I said, this already comes filled with the correct amount of fluid, oil, I want to say, for that whole AC system to keep it lubricated and all that. And this already comes with a brand new dryer from Toyota, so that's good. And I'm replacing both, so pretty much I don't have to worry about it. But if you're just replacing the compressor, you want to drain out the oil from this, see how much is in there, and then drain the oil from this, and then subtract the amount that's in the old compressor, and make sure you have the same amount in the new one, and then pour it back in. Alright, so we're gonna set that right there. And this is the new O-rings. So I'm gonna take off my gloves. I'm gonna swap them out. All you do is get something, anything to sit there and get the O-ring off without scratching or scarring the AC lines. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I replaced I took out the old O-rings. I used the compressor oil from that just to lubricate the new one, but I can't really bend it. To lubricate the new O-rings. So now pull that up and wiggle that in. That's so. And then this one, do the same thing. And wiggle that in there. Make sure it's flush. Now I'm gonna proceed to put in the bolts back on. I already redid the belt too at the same time since I was doing the bolts. So this I already knocked out. Reattaching the serpentine belt to the AC compressor, and I already tightened it, so that's already done. And I'm gonna reconnect this. So the only thing I got left to do is put the screws in. Also, once this is on, you want to rotate this at least 10 times, I believe, to release the lubricant that's in the compressor. Yeah, place compressor on a flat surface with the service valves in the upright position. Turn the clutch pressure plate with a minimum of 10 times to release the lubricant from the compressor head. So I already did that, so off camera. But when y'all order this, y'all get the book and all that. But yeah, back to this. I don't want to bore you with all that stuff, so I'm gonna try to keep it short and simple. There's only one way to put these hoses in. This one's bigger than the other one. That way, yeah, ain't accidentally putting the wrong hose on the wrong side of the compressor. Like always, I want to hand tighten first, well, finger tighten. That way I could 100% guarantee that I'm not damaging any threads or misthreading or any of that. I can feel for it. So now we're gonna switch back to my. Damn, where my extension go? Alright, hold on. I misplaced my extension. Alright, I got it. So now I'm tightening. Well, you don't want to over tighten to where you snap the bolt head. So I don't know how to describe it to you guys to tell, but just turn it until pretty much. Let me try to show you on camera. The way I somewhat do it is while I'm turning, holding it like this with my thumb, pressing against the handle, and I'm going like this. So when you feel a lot of pressure turning onto your thumb, you kind of tell that it's tight enough. That's how I do it. It might be other ways y'all do it, but this is how I'm able to tell how tight it is with the amount of pressure I feel on my thumb when turning. Alright, let's tighten. And then all you gotta do, reconnect your battery, and you're all good. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow my build, or for more things you could do to your Yaris or Nitro. Now that's back on the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.